What you're witnessing right here, ladies and gentlemen, are two absolute clowns. But out of these two, there is one semi-clown, the guy on the right, Farzad Mesbusi. And then there is an insanely massive, ridiculous grifting, super mega ultra clown on the left. And his name is Stephen Mark Ryan, failed dating coach, solving the money problem. I saw a very interesting tweet from Stephen Mark Ryan, because you watch his YouTube channel, right? And, talks about how he's financially free and how he is all in Tesla stock, and he seems like a successful guy. He's got 250,000 something subscribers. He must be killing it. He's got a huge following on Twitter. He's got a Patreon. This guy is absolutely crushing it. Or so it would seem. Because what he's actually doing is he's setting himself up for a catastrophic collapse in the next couple of years, both in fame and in fortune. Let's go ahead and read the tweets from this absolute freaking clown. This is going to blow your mind. Stephen Mark Ryan, I am officially up 1%. 1% on the Tesla stunk. I agree, it is a stunk that I have purchased since starting on YouTube. So apparently this clown has been buying Tesla stock, for a long time. And he may be up more than 1% on all of his shares. But when it comes to YouTube, that's where this clown made his fame and fortune, because he just bought a bunch of Tesla stock. Now, what I'm going to show you is stupidity at its finest, because what Stephen Mark Ryan has done is prove he has no idea how to pick individual stocks. He just buys Tesla. No matter what the valuation, he just buys Tesla. And he looks like a genius when the stock goes up, but when the stock goes down, it'll come back up. Just keep buying the dip. And don't forget to sign up for my Patreon, bro. So let's go ahead and look at his buy histories. So we can see all of the shares that he's purchased in 2020. 2020 was the start of the cloud market. We go back to Tesla in 2020, and it was trading at 53 bucks. Okay, this is like split adjusted and all that. And then it crashed because every other stock crashed because of the pandemic, down to 28.50. And then all of a sudden, this luxury electric auto manufacturer skyrockets massively, insanely massively. And Stephen Mark Ryan, who just buys Tesla no matter what, looks like an absolute genius, right? And maybe you could say he was intelligent maybe he saw something that nobody else did. But the story gets more complicated, okay? Because what does Stephen do? Well, he keeps buying and buying and buying, and he's up massive percentages. Let me look at this. 383% these are insane gains on buying a stock. But here's what happens to Tesla clowns, okay? They keep buying the stock no matter what. So all these gains that he got, they're being canceled out because he's buying Tesla at insane valuations. So you go to 2021, right? 2020, it was pretty suppressed. And then it runs up all the way to $293, roughly around the beginning of January 2021. And then for all of 2021, it was trading at a very rich valuation, okay? Between 293 and 300 and change. Pretty insane. Tesla went to over $1 trillion market cap. I think it was 1.2 trillion at some point. Absolute freaking insanity. What does this clown Stephen Mark Ryan do? He just keeps buying it, bro. He just keeps buying, no matter what. Does this sound like a investor to you? Or does this sound like an absolute clown? Now, if you're doing this with an index fund, it makes total sense, okay? But when you do this with an individual stock, it really starts to not make sense, because some stocks can temporarily become overvalued. That is what happened to Tesla. So you look and you see in 2021, negative 34, negative 37, negative 50, negative 50, negative 49. All of those lots of shares that he bought, he's been absolutely wrecked on. But he's a clown. He doesn't care. He just buys Tesla. That's all he does. Just buy Tesla, bro. It doesn't matter if it's $1.2 trillion market cap. It doesn't matter if it's, $20 trillion market cap. It never will be. But he just buys and buys and buys and buys. And you see in 2022, he's down massively in all those share purchases. Except, okay, towards the end, he finally, I guess, got some good share purchases. So the whole point of this lesson is this guy at some point is going to be down overall on Tesla stock. Tesla will implode. This is a bubble. You cannot deny it. And if you do, I don't know what to say to you. Tesla stock is a clown stock. People trade this stock because they're clowns. I don't know, it's just a trading stock. It doesn't make sense. Like the whole psychosis behind Tesla, it doesn't make sense to me. It's just the fanaticism of these investors. It drives me insane, okay? But at some point, people are going to realize this car manufacturer is not $639 billion of market cap, okay? It's not. It's just not. It's a hyped up electric car company. But people get swept in by clowns like Stephen Mark Ryan, an absolute freaking loser, and they don't realize he's just a clown that just buys Tesla no matter what. And I'm telling you, mark my words, he will be down massively overall because he is averaging up so much. He's buying Tesla at insane valuations. He will get destroyed, and he'll be down massively on Tesla stock, and his YouTube channel will at some point die off. When that's going to be, it could go for a couple years. But at some point, people like this that are just absolute clowns that buy without a thought always get wrecked. That's my rant, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers!